What's up, everybody? Welcome to Hammerdown Motorsports. Today in the shop we have our review table out. Now this is going to be something that we're going to be adding more to the channel. A lot of people send me stuff for review on the channel. I just kind of want to go through all of those things and kind of show you guys what we have to offer with these different products. But today we have a box from Brunt Workwear. Now, if you guys don't know, these are my regular shop shoes. These are skate shoes. Not exactly safety, but we're gonna be changing that up today with our new product from Brunt. Now, I have not even opened this box yet, so let's get my reaction on what we have inside, kind of see what we got. All right, so we have our box, and it is sealed here on the bottom, so we definitely need our review knife to open this guy up. This thing actually works amazingly well. Here is the big reveal. Oh yes. So we have our packing slip here on the top. Slip that underneath. And we have a sticker, so we're definitely gonna be putting that up on the lift. The rest of the collection. Looks like we have a cleaning rag. I imagine to polish these up if you get any scuffs or anything like that. Imagine what that is for. Now let's open these things up. Oh yes. Check these out. Now, in case you guys didn't know, I do like cowboy boots, and I have a pair I've been wearing forever. They're probably at least 10 or 12 years old, but I do like this style just because you don't end up having laces, and if you guys know, if you get stuff on your laces or whatever, it gets all gummed up, and it just ends up being something that you have to maintain, replacing them and all, you have to tie them. So I went with this particular model. So the model is the Bolduc, and if you see on their website, these are the most cowboy looking boots that they do have. They do have a lot of different styles. If you want to get into like lower ones or ones that tie up, they do have those available as well. You have this nice light colored bottom, and one problem that I have had with work boots in the past is just their ability with oil and grease and stuff on the floor if it gets slippery underneath your boots. So we're gonna be testing these and making sure that those still have grip in those conditions and all of that. But let's get both of these out and see how well they fit. One thing I have to say about my first impressions of these boots, anybody ever been into like a Western store and you have that rich leather smell? You definitely get that with these. Everything is packaged really nice to keep its shape in the box. We have down in here, you actually have a cardboard piece so it goes down into the toe, and we do have a safety toe on these as well. All right, so hopefully we got rid of the wasp. That's just some of the things that happen when you're doing a real-time review. So let's open up our other boot here. We do have insole right there, just kind of a little packing piece to stay in the front. And I mean, you don't really have to keep the shape of the toes on these because they are a safety toe, but I mean, they have that in there anyways. So let's try these things on and see how well they fit. All right, here we go. Out with the skate shoes in the shop. Let's go with our safety boots. And honestly, these look pretty sweet. I imagine I'd probably wear these out. So with cowboy boots, you got your loops. Slide your foot in there. Everything goes in real nice. First time putting on a pair of boots like this, I mean, they go on really well. So I would say the sizing is exactly what you would want. All right, that one's a little more snug, but everything goes on the way it should. Wow. I find like my toes have lots of room and nothing is cramped up in there at all. I got enough wiggle room for my toes. I'm gonna walk around a little bit, kind of feel how the safety toe is. You don't want to pinch it on top of your toes or anything like that, or just past your toes, kind of like right before it starts on your foot. Yeah, you can definitely tell there's a steel toe or a composite toe in there, but you barely feel, like when you walk, it's just kind of like, you could just feel it kind of touch just slightly. But the insoles feel nice and cushy. bottom feels pretty grippy. Well, I would say for the first few seconds of wearing them, they seem pretty awesome to me. So now we're in the shop, we're working on the 72. We got a little oil change going, and we have a little bit of an accident, and we spilled a little bit of this wonderful oil all over our floor. Now, we're too busy working to be able to just kind of clean this up right away. So, you know, we're trying to get everything in the spot, and oh no, we stepped in the oil. Now, I just stepped in motor oil that's brand new, and this is like some pretty high quality stuff. So we're gonna smear this around a little bit. Oh no, my brand new boots got all full of oil, all over my floor. Now I'm gonna walk away. Within a couple of steps, I got grip again. So if you guys have ever had cheap work boots, you know that if you get any kind of oil on them, those things are like grease lightning underneath. And I mean, obviously, when you got the entire bottom coated in brand new high zinc hot rod motor oil, it's gonna be a little bit tiny bit slick, but check it out. I got grip already. I can already tell these are a decent sole. And usually you gotta spend quite a bit of money to get a good oil resistant sole. And I'm not entirely sure if they even advertise them that way. I'm just doing a real life test for you guys and making a big mess of my floor and getting my nice new boots all full of oil. But check it out. In the oil. Getting grip already. Yep. So oil test, I would say these pass with flying colors. And I know microfiber is probably not the best way to clean this up, but it's an old one that was going in the garbage anyway, so this is what we're gonna use. But if you guys are wondering why I never did an epoxy floor, it's kind of because those floors, I know you can put the little granules in them to make them grippy, but I just don't really like the fact that they are very fragile. You drop anything on them, they're damaged right away. And they're pretty slippery. I mean, that's more of a showroom thing than a shop thing for me. And I use my shop, so my sealed concrete does me just fine. So now we've gone on with the rag. You can see obviously there's still oil on the ground. This is the average amount of oil you're gonna have on your shoes. If you're walking through an oil slick, let's go over to the dry. See, got grip right away. So definitely a positive, and probably one of my favorite tests to do with a new pair of boots, because I used to go to Walmart, get the cheap ones. I used to have like the Cat branded ones, and I wear them at work, and they wouldn't last me like probably 6 months. And I went and ended up going with a quality boot after that, and I'd have them for a couple of years. So big difference. Spend a little bit of money, and honestly, these are really well priced for what you're getting. So spend a little bit more than 50 bucks and you're gonna have a boot that's gonna be really nice, especially if you're doing this daily. You wanna have good footwear. And I mean, honestly, now that I've worn these a little bit more, like they actually kind of loosened up a little bit and they feel really good. I'm very impressed with these boots so far. All right, so we've had the boots on for about a half hour. So the only thing I could say is if your feet sweat a lot, you might wanna go for more of a vented style with maybe a lace up. But for me, I mean, I knew what I was getting into with these. I know that, you know, a close-up boot obviously is gonna be a little bit warmer for the feet. And that's what I like, especially when the winter months come around. You want something that's gonna keep your feet warm while you're working, especially if you're going in and out of the shop and all of that. Also, the weight of the toe is actually really light. You know, normally when you have like a steel toe boot, it's heavy. And these ones, super lightweight, no issues whatsoever. But you know, you do have that safety on your toes. So if you drop something on there, you're not gonna have to worry about, you know, crushing your toes, which would not be a good time, which, yeah, I was kind of taking a risk wearing the skate shoes in the shop, but I mean, I guess that's just kind of one of those things when you have your own shop, you're not required necessarily to be wearing the safety equipment. Sometimes you get a little lax on it, but now thanks to Brunt Workwear, I have these brand new boots and I'm gonna be wearing these in the shop because they're super comfortable and I absolutely love the way they look. And they even have a little slogan in the box. This is not a shoe box, it's a tool box. As much as a jackhammer or a sledgehammer, you're going to hammer these boots and they'll take it or we'll take them back. Can't argue with that. So there it is, everybody, my review of the Brunt Workwear boots. Absolutely love these boots. The sizing is perfect. I'm an 11.5. This fits exactly the way I want it. It's not loose side to side. It's not too tight. It's exactly the way I would want it. I actually don't think it could be any more perfect. If I were to wear these, you walk around the store a little bit when you try on a pair of boots, you know right away whether they're gonna be good or not. And these are absolutely awesome. I'm gonna be getting a lot of use out of these. So big thanks to Brunt Workwear for sending these out. Absolutely love these boots. If you guys wanna get your own, I will put a link in the description. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And as always, keep that hammer down.